Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Now I am discussing few of the questions frequently asked for the radiographers exam. So it will be helpful for all the radiographers who are preparing for the exam. So please do watch all the sessions and do support me. Welcome back to the part 4 of radiographers exam coaching. In part 1, part 2 and in part 3, I have already discussed 32 questions. So kindly go through that sessions. So today we will be moving ahead with the remaining questions frequently asked for the radiographers exam. Question number 33. Radiographic view for base of skull. Option A submentovertical, option B occipitofrontal, option C fronto-occipital and option D lateral view. The answer is option A submentovertical. The skull submentovertex view is an angled infrasuperior radiograph of the base of skull. As this view involves radiographic positioning that is uncomfortable for the patient. So the advanced modality to determine the base of the skull is CT, computed tomography. Question number 34. Which is not an endocrine gland? Option A thyroid, option B adrenal gland, option C pituitary gland and option D liver. The answer is option D liver. The major glands of the endocrine system include the pineal gland, pituitary gland, pancreas, ovaries, testes, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, hypothalamus and adrenal glands. The hypothalamus and pituitary glands are neuroendocrine organs. Question number 35. Skyline view in radiography is for option A calcaneum, option B patella, option C optic foramen and option D pituitary fossa. The answer is option B patella. The knee skyline view is an infrasuperior projection of the patella. It is to obtain an axial projection of the patella. Question number 36. Insulin is secreted by option A alpha cells of pancreas, option B beta cells of pancreas, option C hepatocytes and option D Kupffer cells. The answer is option B beta cells of pancreas. Insulin is secreted from the beta cells in your pancreas in response to rising glucose in your bloodstream. After you eat a meal, any carbohydrates you have eaten are broken down into glucose and passed into the bloodstream. The pancreas detects this rise in blood glucose and starts to secrete insulin. Question number 37. Multiple myeloma commonly affects option A liver, option B pancreas, option C skeletal system and option D lymphatic system. The answer is option C skeletal system. Myeloma cells grow in the bone marrow and cortical bone, causing local bone damage or generalized thinning of the bone, which is called osteoporosis. This makes the bone more likely to break. The back or the ribs are the common sites of bone pain but any bone can be affected. So whole of the skeletal system can be affected by multiple myeloma. Question number 38. 10-day rule in radiographic procedures is observed for option A infants, option B toddler, option C all patients, and option D women of childbearing age group. The answer is option D, women of childbearing age group. The 10-day rule recommended that in women of childbearing potential, non-urgent X-ray examination that entailed pelvic irradiation should be restricted to the first 10 days of the menstrual cycle, and its aim is to avoid irradiating a fetus in the early stage of pregnancy. So the 10-day rule should be observed in young ladies who are having a childbearing potential. So the non-urgent X-ray examination should be avoided during the first 10 days after the onset of menstruation in order to avoid irradiating the fetus in the early stage of pregnancy. Question number 39. Radiograph taken immediately after IV contrast in IVU is IV contrast, intravenous contrast. IVU means intravenous urography. Option A scout film, option B nephrogram, option C cytogram, and option D pyelogram. The answer is option B, nephrogram. Intravenous pyelogram, IVP, it is otherwise known as IVU, intravenous urography or excretion urography, is an X-ray examination that uses an injection of the contrast medium to evaluate your kidney, ureters and bladder. Question number 40. Photoconductor used in seroradiography. Option A barium fluoride, option B calcium fluoride, option C amorphous selenium, and option D charcoal powder. The answer is option C amorphous selenium. Seroradiography is the production of visible image utilizing the charged surface of photoconductor amorphous selenium as the detecting medium, partially dissipating the charge by exposure to X-rays to form the latent image. Question number 41. Most common malignancy in women. Option A breast, option B stomach, option C thyroid, and option D uterine cervix. The answer is option A breast. Breast cancer is the most common cancer affecting women in India. Question number 42. Grids are used in radiographs for option A to increase penetration, option B to reduce absorbed dose, option C to improve contrast, and option D to reduce scatter radiation. The answer is option D to reduce scatter radiation. Grids are placed between the patient and the X-ray film to reduce the scatter radiation reaching the detector and thus improving the image contrast. Question number 43. High kV technique is used in option A angiogram, option B IVU, option C barium studies, and option D tomography. The answer is option C barium studies. The advantage of using a high kV technique is shorter exposure time. The increasing the energy, the more photons will penetrate the body, the less that are absorbed. Although this reduces the patient dose, but the image quality is compromised since the image quality will be less when we are adopting a high kV technique. Question number 44. Open mouth view is to demonstrate option A styloid process, option B C1, C2 and odontoid, option C adenoids and option D foramen magnum. The answer is option B C1, C2 and odontoid. An open mouth view, X-ray view, is a special view to visualize upper cervical spine abnormalities, especially C1 and C2 vertebra. Odontoid process is part of the second cervical vertebrae that projects upward to articulate with C1 vertebrae. The open mouth view X-ray is also called odontoid view or odontoid pec view. Question number 45. Fibrillography is a radiographic procedure to visualize option A lymphatic system, option B arterial system, option C capillaries and option D venous system. The answer is option D venous system. Venography, also called fibrillography or ascending fibrillography, is a procedure in which an X-ray of the vein, a venogram, is taken after a special dye is injected into the bone marrow or vein. The dye has to be injected constantly via a catheter, making it an invasive procedure. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Hope you have all understood the session. Today I have discussed the remaining 13 questions. Stay tuned for the next session. Once again, thank you so much.